Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. I'm gonna play a little bit of this Alchemy Factory, just because oh man, this is a fun game. I'll be honest. So this was one day. I was able to get almost everything running. I can pretty much get rid of these because this stuff is now full. Well, close. I was having yeah, you're all good. I was having fertilizer issues, but the fertilizer is starting to back up again. So I think my issues are gone away. I got some things I want to replace in here. Some old stuff that when I didn't have the whatchamacallits, these things. The benches. And I would really like to do these pulleys differently. Not really happy with them coming in. I'm blocking a whole section of my store. I just didn't care. I wanted to get them up and running. But I mean, now it's time to try to start changing a few things. I can also, if I am correct, I have this. Now I'm wondering if I can use this, and then bring, say, a tunnel in. Yeah, like, and use that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wondering if I can do that. I really should have gotten the conveyor lifter before. I would have saved myself a whole lot, but it's done. It is what it is. I don't know whether I'm going to go back on it or just, 15 grand. Well, I got it. Not really interested. I don't know. What's this other property worth? What are you worth? 10,000. Okay, well that's much better. $145 silver and yeah, a couple hundred in there. Okay. So I got some cash. Why don't we unlock this stuff? Now we're playing with some room. Can I build on top of you? No. Okay. So if I'm going to come across the street from here, which that's not happening anytime soon anyway. 800 silver? Wow. Yeah, that's not happening anytime quick. I'm wondering if I can chuck across. Except it won't come this way. Well, I mean, that does look like it throws pretty far up in the air. But it's like it blocks it. Invalid target. Well, what are you aiming at if that's an invalid target? Okay, anyway. Let's get rid of that. Maybe a different way of target too far. Okay. Invalid. Yeah, okay. So they do have restrictions on them. Okay, anyways. Yeah, what was I on? We had gotten that. We had upped the fertilizer. I got soap going. All that's going. All that. We were on to... Excuse me, everybody. We were on to... Transformation potion. And turquoise. So I'm thinking of bringing turquoise in from the back. Or maybe trying to throw it in at some point here. I don't think I can build a bench. Oops. I think I can. Oh, I can put in a small one. Okay. And then can we chuck into there? Something tells me that ain't gonna work. No, goes right up into the building. Okay. Let's try this. Oops. Nope. Yeah, they all go way too high. Like they go right into the building. I wonder if I can go. No. Spent. What did I spend? Ooh, not too bad. Not too bad. What if I put you on a table? I haven't been doing very much with the tables. Let's go there. No, they still go like way up in the air. Yeah. Unless I go just inside. Yeah, like right here. Okay, that worked. Okay. So I can hit either one. So I'd have to be at this level. Okay. Sounds good. What we want. Overlapping with other devices. Okay. We'll do it that way. And a commenter mentioned, why don't I route my cache out and autofill these? Very good question. So I've spread myself, it's all my red boxes that are needing to be filled at all times. And I just didn't I didn't really put them in good spots, would be the way to explain that. I could have put them in way different places. Okay, so you're really not feeding through, because I put 3 silver in those a long time ago. That's always been copper. Same with this box here. This box would be really hard to get into if I were to bring it from the main base and try to feed it. Oh, I'd be, yeah. And why didn't I use tables? Another really good question. I could have, especially here. I could have put everything on tables and then fed the either the kilns or the crucibles, and I could have flipped them around and done different things, and you know what I mean. Had stone crushers up there as well. Yeah, there's many things I could have done. Absolutely. I'm trying because I my first in the demo I used a lot of tables, and they ended up being a headache for me because I was always jumping up and down. This I could have done a lot differently. I could have used a catapult. I had one set up just because I was contemplating ripping it all down and redoing it all. But I don't mind the big ramp because I know when this is out of cash then. Because the iron ore will start to stop, like it, you know what I mean? The auto purchasing will stop, and then the iron ore won't be there no more. And that's one I forget about because I'm not using a lot of nails. I'm not selling a lot of nails for whatever reason. Yeah. And I could have done the store a lot differently. But they're walking over it. They're not blocked by them. And they're purchasing out of each one of the... But I could have done it way differently. I could have brought them all in against the wall, right? And then had these... I thought about this afterwards. I could have all these forward here, right? In a big row. And then have the catapults be throwing in from behind. And then the people won't be walking across the catapults. I thought about that after. And I'm thinking of switching it, to be honest. But that's a lot of product to be switching, to change and everything else. It's a lot of stuff. So, I don't know. But what you could do is you could tunnel in from the reverse, from the backside, and have everything out here running into little tunnels. And then at the other side of those tunnels, you'll have a catapult, and then that catapult feeds the bins from the backside. And to me, that would be a much, much cleaner look. And I'm thinking of changing it over. I was thinking about it last night. I'm like, this is convoluted. This is ugly. This is... Yeah, no. I was already thinking of that. So, I really need to get on transformation potion. Hi, Anne. I really need to get on gloves, potion belt. I do have that many healing potions. Sprinting speed, sleep time. Cool. And I'm not getting that one right away. I don't think I have that many vitality potions. I don't. And the restock. Now, I'm wondering about restocking speed. Is it my restocking speed or is it catapult restocking speed? You know what I mean? Because they're not that slow. They seem to be able to keep up with all the customers. So, yeah, I'm thinking of redoing my shelves. Bringing these a little bit forward, bringing all of this a little bit forward, and then using the tunnels like I have been. Like this is this is clean. And then bring it in from behind and into the different cupboards from behind. And that way when people come in, they only have to go maybe this far and buy their purchases all the way down. And I'll back them up as far as I can to leave as much room as possible, but then use the catapults to feed them from behind. And I'll figure out that spacing. This will all have to change. Yeah. I don't have anything with the healing potion to it. Oh, come on. I got vitalities, and I got... Yeah, vitality. Well, we'll let that slowly weed itself out. We'll just stop everything. And we're going to have to start routing from behind. Not absolutely sure how to route it in because I can't remove the cabinets until I get through a little bit more product out of there. Okay, anyway. I have this whole space to have fun with. So we are on to goods, potion, transformation potion. I'm just going to take some screenshots here so that I have a, step 1, step 2, step 3. So we need to make gloom spores and coke powder. Oops, materials. Clay powder. Gloom spores are from there. Paste. Okay. So there we go. If you've been to my channel, or I'm doing screenshots. I do little pictures on I have 3 monitors. So I do pictures on my side monitor. Yeah, materials. Coke powder, wasn't it? Coal. There it is, coke powder. Okay. And there. Down. Okay, so for coke, it's crafted at charcoal, anthenor, and you get coke and charcoal. Coal at a crucible will give you coke. Charcoal powder is charcoal. Oh man, but if I use this, I'd have to wrap it around. Oh. Ooh, look at the heat value on that. 600p. That has a heat value of 2000, but we chop it up and it's got 20. You get 200, so that's 4000p out of planks, 2000p out of logs. One chunk of coal is worth 30,000p. We get stone crusher, 120. Coal, 120 times 540. 64,000 if you munch it into coal. If you take coal ore, crush it into coal, you get 64,000 heat. Whatever they use. And then if you take coal, 1 for 1 into coke, it's worth 60 more. But yeah. So 60 times 20. So you take, hang on. Let me make sure I got this correct here. You take coal ore and you munch it down into coal at 120 times 600. Yeah, 72,000. So it starts out as 30. You can double plus by turning it into coal and then crucibling it into coke. But you consume heat to use the crucible. 6 piece per second. So depending upon how much, yeah, I mean, you have to counter or take into account the heat that the crucible will consume. So you're actually better to take coal, crush it, or take coal ore and stone crush it into coal for 120 times 540 for 64,000. You're losing 8,800p because 8,800p. So coke against the coke. Coke is 72,000. So depending upon how long this took you, I would have to figure it out. So crafted at a stone crusher, 360. Crafted at a crucible, 3 seconds per. Used in crafting. Am I seeing that right? Crafted at Anthor, 6 seconds. Oh, do I have faster? Am I getting bonuses? So it's 6 seconds per 120 times 6 seconds is 720 seconds divided by 60 is 12 minutes. You're getting 540 heat consuming 6p per second. So you take 540 divided by 6. 540 divided by 6. You're getting 90 heat consuming. I'm trying to do it in my head, and I should have wrote it down. Hey, Kim. In this Smurfs factory, yeah, no doubt, eh? I'm trying to wrap my head around. I actually think it's going to take you. I should have wrote all this down. I had it in my head, and I should have wrote it down. So to crush coal into coke at a 1-for-1, but you're upping the heat value by 60, and that takes 6 seconds. No, that's heat consuming 6 seconds. Used in crafting, coal, crucible, coke, 1 every 6 seconds, but you're consuming 1 every 6 seconds. Oh, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think that's worth it. I think you're better off just to leave it as coal. Crush the coal ore into coal and use the coal. No muss, no fuss. No muss, no fuss. Okay. I have one on me and a bunch of stuff. So we need to coke powder. It's the O key? No. It's the C key. No. V. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, Sim. So we're looking for coke. Charcoal and Thor gives you coke and charcoal. Coal in a crucible gives you coke. I guess we might find out because I need coke powder. And then I'm going to take that coke and I'm going to put it in a grinder and I'm making it into coke powder. So instead of 6 charcoal powder in an anthor, giving me coke and charcoal. Because then I can take that charcoal, right, turn it around, and make it back into charcoal powder. That sounds like a convoluted mess to me. I remember having the same problem with aluminum in Satisfactory. There was a water byproduct in the aluminum process, and it always messed me up. Always, always, always. It would run really good or it would run really bad, and the only way I could get it done really good is to sink it, which worked, because then I got rid of it, and I just sold it off and sunk it. But if I tried to use a system where I was bringing the water back around to refeed into the machine, so this is the same thing here. Trying to get the math down pat to refeed the charcoal back into charcoal powder through the anthor again, and all I'm trying to do is draw the coke out of it. Yeah, I think I'll just take coal ore and turn it into coke. Because then I need the coke powder to add to gloom spores, which are going to come from the... Oh, man, that's going to be expensive again. And then the gloom spores plus yeast powder. Oh, yay. To make gloom spores in an assembler. Yeah. Okay, so I need to get yeast powder. I need a picture of that as well. Oops, day 45. I made 88 grand. I spent 59 grand. Awesome sauce. Yeast powder. Oh, man. This recipe's going to get interesting real quick. It's going to take me quite a bit just to make it. Okay, so I got my pictures. I'm all good. I'm all good. I'm all good. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go coke powder from coal in a crucible. And yeah, I think that's the way I'm going to do it. So I'm going to need, right off the hop, I'm going to need cash. That's a foregone conclusion. I'm going to need cash. Okay. Can't get rid of you. I can get rid of you. Some of these are now empty. Good, good, good. Oh, shoot. Stop you right here. Stop there. Okay. I got glass on me, yeah. What was in here? Ooh, no, 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 no. Add iron nails. Nah, I don't want to add nails. I want to get rid of some of the stuff I have. Healing potion. Okay. Bandage. And I have some mortars. Oops. And small gears. Yeah. I won't be able to override that. Soap on a rope. Soap on a rope. That's my soap. Okay. And linen. Okay, I still got linen coming in. Alrighty. No. No. And no. Okay. I need a portal. Locked. I'm not... I know what those do. I will need... Yeah, coal is 4,800. Okay, so we got 2 of these. We got a bunch of cash. Some pulleys that I can't get rid of. Nope. Okay. So going backwards, goods, this, crafted in an assembler. So somewhere over here, I'm going to need assemblers. Before those assemblers, we got the same thing doing gloom spores. But before, yeah, okay, and then we're just, and then yeast powder. Goods, materials, yeast powder. Where are you? Sage powder, no, yeast powder. That's soap powder. Really? Yeast powder. Where are you? Which is soap powder. That means I gotta make soap. Yep. Yep. Now I wonder if I can feed, because these guys aren't moving. And I got soap powder being turned into yeast. Okay, so I already got the yeast powder. Okay. So I can just bring that over. Okay, we're good. So we're not going to build here. We're going to build over here. And we're going to need, I think I'm going to do a separate, because I can't tie into that cache anyways. There's no way I'd get it over there. So we're going to need another box. Let's just throw this together and see what happens. There you are. You're red. And you have money in you. We're going to go forward. Knowledge altar. Ooh. Device that can withdraw alchemy knowledge automatically from relics and upgrade knowledge level with one conveyor belt input. I don't recall that from the demo. Okay, anyway. We're going to need a purchasing portal. And with this purchasing portal, we're going to buy coal ore at 4,800 per. Okay, so we better not have any waste here. We're going to have a crusher. Let's have that as close as possible. And we'll just dump a whole bunch in there. Okay, from there, we're going to crucible. Charcoal powder, no. Oak powder, no. Coal. In a stone crusher into coal. Coal in a crucible into coke. So for that, we're going to need let's go sideways with you. In a crucible. Am I far enough? Okay. So we're going to go out, down, and then we're going to use one of these. Okay. I don't like the way that worked. Yeah, I don't like the way that worked. So before this goes too far, we're going to go one more. And these are like so. are going to go this way. That will turn the corner eventually. We're still going to use this, but it's going to be, oops. Maybe there. Use this. And then it's like so. That way it's split evenly and then split into thirds. And that's a much better than the manifold system that I was using. Much better system, evenly distributes. Okay, now we still and come down. We could use this. Should work just fine. But we want it this way. Come here, you. That's okay. That way first. There. Is this gonna work? Should. Just need to feed the bottom now. Get some flame in there. The crucibles will start working. And then I want two storages. Just as a... Okay, there we go. Okay. Why is this game multiplayer? What? Okay. So the only way I see this working multiplayer, Kim, this is your corner, and you need to build this, and then you would proceed to build this, whatever this may be. Like I'm taking on, materials, goods. I'm taking on this potion, transformation potion. This whole entire everything that I'm doing is going to be the transformation potion. So in this area, you can actually, well, I can see it. I can see where I built clay. I can see where I built fertilizer. I can see where I added on, you know what I mean? The fertilizer. I can see where I built soap. I can, you know what I mean? Like in my mind's eye, like I can see these different sections, right? Some of them are extremely simple, like the, whatchamacallits? The mortar. It's a very simple stone into a storage, into 3 processors, into mortars. And that's it. That's the process. That was the build. Getting this stuff to build, you know what I mean, up into linen, same thing. It's just a build. It's just a, you know what I mean? So, well, you would have to communicate quite a bit. On top of everything else, you can actually build, if you plan for it, you can build a second level, right? And then everything, like if I wanted to, and I'm wondering, right? I start right from the beginning, and I build a whole platform like this. Let's just, pretend that I built the whole section. The guy down below would have to work in and around, all of these platforms, okay? And they're not straight, but you know what I mean? Like you would have to work your way around the platforms, but then the other guy is up top here, right? Doing his thing. Right? And you could build too, like you could do it. It is doable. Would I want to? I don't know, man. I mean, I agree with you. It is a multiplayer game, and I bet down the road it is possible that I could play this multiplayer. It is possible. The way I see it working right now, I'm a ground floor builder. There's also tables, dude. And I mean, I know other people use them. I've seen the trailer. There's people that build on, like, almost exclusively on top of tables. I don't. I'm not saying I never use a table. I haven't used one yet. You know what I mean? I find I like being able to look down. Maybe it's my old Factorio ways. I also find that most of the people that build on tables are always constantly jumping between their tables. So why build on tables? Why not just, ground floor it? And then I do have a lot of work to do in here. Like I was mentioning, I'm going to move all of this stuff. I'm going to move it all. I have to get this organized, or I'm not going to be happy. I'm not happy with this. This was get it done, get it quick, get it going kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like, do I have? Oh, I have coal on me. Okay, I need a box. Let's go there with it. Okay, hang on. What did I... I'm crushing this into coal, right? So that can go there. Okay. Bunch of money. Let's just move that down here. So you can explore quite a bit of it. And up here, you can even buy these properties. Now that's 1,000 gold, so I'm not buying that anytime soon. But you can buy that property. As I understand, you can buy this property. You know what I mean? These ones you can't. You don't see a for sale sign. I can walk up to the wall. I can even walk behind there a little bit. You know what I mean? There are other... Is that really? 500? Really? So why purchase that? Because I can't build out here. You know, like why... What, just to throw something down, build it, and throw it back up? That doesn't make any sense. Huh. So why even build it in the corner? Because I can't build up here. So why is that one for sale? I don't get it. I'm confused. Okay, well, it's 500 copper. I have more than enough. So why? I don't get it. Why build here? I had to check it out, though. Can I go over the wall? Can I toss over the wall? Is there a purpose? Is there a reason? I can't get up there. I could build up to get over there. Is there a rhyme or a reason? Well, yeah, but there's no sense in making it there because I can't get it out of there. You know what I mean? Like, oh, wait a minute. Because there is no way. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. I see a castle in the background and no way to get to it. Other than if we build this. Yeah. Oh. A little bit expensive this time. Uh-huh. Was there a purpose? Can't get in. There was no reason whatsoever to get that done. Yeah, no, there was no reason. Oh, well. Ooh. Huh. Well, they weren't expecting anybody to come back here, were they? Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around too much in there. Alrighty. Well, that was a bust, I guess. And I can't build up here. Yeah, no doubt. Outside building area. Yeah, see, there's no point, Kim, in building over here. Because you can't get out. Like, I can't build here, right? To get the product out to an area where I can sell it or do something with it. Catapults won't go far enough. So, other than going up and seeing the castle, there's no real point in that back portion. That back lot is, yeah. But I can build here, and then I'm thinking I'm going to have to catapult it across the street. And that's probably where these will come in. And I might have to retool a couple things. Don't ask me. I don't know. Then why was that for sale? I have no idea. And it was cheap too. $500. There's no property on the board that's $500. The cheapest property was $5,000 at the beginning of the game. 4 or 5 grand. Maybe it was 6. And that was this first initial property that you buy right here. This initial one that led up to here, roundabout. And it was this little square, right? It was $5,000 at the beginning of the game. So that little $500 in the corner, that's why I bought it. I'm like, 500? Really? Okay, I bought it just to see. And no, it doesn't get me anywhere. So, oh well. And then that's all merchant. That building in the little tent is all merchant. And then this is open. I've gone back here and I've looked, you know what I mean, to see what there was to see. I didn't see anything. Like, it doesn't look like there's anything out there. This entire block is for sale. So I will eventually be able to buy them, but 800 silver, 1,000 silver, that's just too much right now. Like, there's no point. 1,200 silver. These ones across the street, no. None of this is for sale. I thought this might be a merchant, you know what I mean, or something maybe later on. I don't know. But yeah, none of that's for sale. And then that goes up into the top part of the city, which there are properties for sale up here. Namely this one for like 1,000 gold. It's huge, right? And you'll be able to throw off. I'm thinking you'll be able to throw off the wall and then go down into this area where it's $1,200. So like there are portions of the city where we'll be able to use it, right? And then I'm thinking you might be able to throw something across with a catapult once I get both sides. The only, and I could be totally wrong. There's a sales desk in here. It's a checkout table. All right, insufficient materials. Hang on. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So I'm thinking this checkout table can be put anywhere. So instead of being stuck having to throw things across, I'll just put a checkout table over here, right? And then on that checkout table, you can put one of the auto cash registers. So I don't know, though. Like, I really don't. I could test it, but for right now, the only place you can sell is here. Yeah, there is portals. Okay, there's 2 of them in the game. How many band-aids I got? Okay, so I'll show you one of them. Okay, so it's this one. It's called the dispatch portal. Okay, a portal that can send goods to the purchaser and receive payment. The corresponding purchase contract must first be unlocked. Okay, so when you place this down, I thought when I first read it, I'm like, well, does that mean I'm going to be able to sell stuff? Well, yeah, but right now the purchase contract is for bandages. Now the wholesale price is 12 silver. I looked at this. It's less than if I were to sell them in here, right? It's less. Like, it's not as much. Okay. But I'll show you how this works. So you buy the bandage contract. You feed bandages into it. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, right? Dispatched today. So you have to wait till you get to 50 bandages. I can't manually put them in there. Like drop stacks of 50 in there. You have to feed it with a belt, right? And you only got 1 input, so it's not like I can feed it with a storage that has 2 outputs. So there's no other way to do this other than this way right here, the way I'm doing it. There is no other way to do it. So when you get to 50 bandages, bing, it dispatched. Now, I can click and get 12 gold. Or I can walk away, which is what I'm going to do because I don't want to stand here, right? So I can press G and I can get my 12 bucks out of it right now. Or I can wait until it dispatches another 50 bandages and then another 50 bandages and another 50 bandages. And if I wait all day and I have enough product, I could get 16 times 12, I think. Yeah. Yeah, because it's 50, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. 16 times 12. Whatever that is. You know what I mean? And that's how much silver I could gain from this today. But remember, I have a storage full of bandages because I've been making them. So is it worth it though? Okay, well, I'll be honest, I don't think so. I don't think this dispatch portal is worth it. I'll be honest. Because it's the wholesale price. The price per bandage, okay, is 350 bucks. Okay, if I take 350 and I multiply that by 50, I get 17,500. Okay, divide that by 1,000, 17.5. I'm giving it away for 12 rather than 17.5. Oh, the other portal is this one. And it's called the purchasing portal. And what it does is it purchases, like in this case, I feed it money, right, in the backside, and out this side, I get limestone. And that limestone keeps the crushers full. And that's it. That's your 2 portals. That's it, that's all. That's all you get. Okay, this is worth, like, quarter of the way there, I got 48. I mean, it's a good way to sell if you have a whole bunch. I can make quick money, right? But you're missing out. So if I go 17.5 minus 12,000, so I'm missing out on 5.5 silver per 50. If I do the full 800, right, times 16, I'm missing out on 88 silver. Doing it this way. I'm missing out on. I'm losing 88 silver by selling them this way using this dispatch portal. I'm losing. So it's not, to me, this isn't the way to do things. I'll be honest with you, it's not. It's just, it's a quick way to do it. Maybe there's a portal that would allow you to make stuff in one place and through a portal into, yeah, not yet. Yeah, but the catapults don't go far enough. So under the tech tree, let's back out here. So far, and I'm only at level 5. Okay, so it goes up to level 9 for tech, and then level 10 you're the alchemy master. But I don't see you know what I mean? Like there's a processor up here. I don't see a portal. Like these are all relics. The amulet is jewelry. You know what I mean? Advanced answer, that's, you make stuff in it. It's like an assembler. That's another assembler of sorts. World Tree Nursery. Yeah. See, I don't see like a portal like you're talking about. Alchemic, Paradox, Crucible. Passive heating device that can refine any material into oblivion essence. Yeah, no, that's... None of this teleports. Reinforced platform. Powder, blast furnace. Yeah, none of this. Advanced assembler, a pocket watch. Yeah, none of this. A cannon. With no angle restrictions. Longer throw distance and 2 conveyor belt inputs. Okay? So the cannon will shoot things a further distance, right? Big time. But you got to remember that you can't, I'm not absolutely sure. I mean, I know this looks like it's on, I Actually, do I got the cash? Yeah, let's research that. And steel gears. Let's just research it all. And the day is coming to a close here, so I really need to figure out whether I'm going to be finishing this or not. When I do this, I pay very close attention to it. Okay, the cannon. What does it take again? Metal gears I don't have. Now, I don't know, but I don't know whether that has a swivel to it or not. In which case, it's static. And so wherever you had it, you have to shoot straight. But I'm not sure. I got a really itchy nose today. It's like I had a hair crawl up it. Anyway. We're almost there. I got 120 so far in here. Allow you to make stuff in one place. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, there's no portal to send stuff across the map. I don't know how efficient the cannon's going to be. Like, I really don't know. It is possible that cannon is awesome, right? And it shoots, right into, and I'm guessing it's accurate. How fast it is, I don't know. You know what I mean? What it can shoot, I don't know. I haven't tested it. And can it swivel? That's another thing that, makes me wonder. So I got 200 left. It's 9 o'clock. I got a half hour before this stops. Because the day's over at 10 o'clock, I do believe. I'm going to get my coin. I mean, if you're making enough stuff, this, you can make some cash out of this. No. It's all good, man. It's all good. We're getting down there. I had a good stash of, whatchamacallits here. Bandages. I guess the day doesn't stop at 10 o'clock. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. So the 497 silver that I have is actually 497,000 copper. So I have quite a bit of money. I made a good, fairly solid, money maker here. Like as far as all the stuff, but I've stopped it all, right? Because I'm going to retool my insides, and it's all empty now, so I can retool it. I'm paying attention to this here. Because as soon as it's done, I want to get my money out of it, and then I'm kind of hoping it'll make it. I don't know what happens if you pass the day. Do I lose, the 30 that I put in there already? I don't know. I'm kind of wondering, which is why I'm hanging out here checking it out. But it might get to the end, in which case it won't accept anymore. 55, 56. Yeah, no, let's stop that. Yeah, I got my 8 bandages back. Okay, well that's something. Okay, you guys can go in there. So yeah, that was. I mean, I got 521 silver now, so I'm not saying that's a bad deal, but it's not. Like I said, I lost 8,800 or 88 silver, so 88,000 copper. I lost out on. Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to do the whole. You're out of here? No problem. Have a good sleep. Oh, quit. Grr. So 800 at 192, I made 219,300 today. Okay. Oh no. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Do I have a wall? Can I put that back? No. Thank you. Yeah. No, I did not want that to go. One gold is 100 silver. 1 silver is 1,000 copper. In case you're wondering what the conversion rate is. Right now I'm converting excess sales, right? Because I have 2 conveyor belts out each side of this till. So half of it goes into this storage box as basically copper coin, so that I have copper. And then the other half goes into this storage and then goes through here and then gets turned into, so that this is like my bank. This is like my savings bank that just sits here and always has a little bit in it in case I make a catastrophic error, which I've done in other games. You know, you just make a total oops, oh no, and then you have no cash. And you're like, oh, you can't buy seeds, you can't buy nothing. And so I started to do the little bank theory. Okay. So that looks really stupid now. Boy, did I ever mess that up. Well, the inside looks okay. Oh, well. Not much I can do. I deleted it. So my theory is this. This is where my brain was at. I'm going to put... And they should be down one. Okay. So I'm going to feed stuff into the back. That is immediately going to go into a catapult. And then I'm going to put these... And then that is going to fit into there. And that one will be glass. Or... Okay. And it loads it. Not a problem. No issues. So here we're going to sell bricks. Here we're going to sell glass. Doesn't want to do it. Invalid angle. So how did you work? Well, isn't that silly? Okay, so then it's right next to it. Okay, that worked. You just have to be at the right angle. Okay, that works. So a space. You there? Am I there? I'm in the right spot. Well, that'll be soap. Okay. You're going to be soap. Okay, can I put these this way? No, it won't allow me. Okay. So you would be 2 spaces. Okay. So the next one. 2 spaces, 1 space, 1 space. Yep, everything's all lined up. So you guys will be gears. Let's okay, so we could actually Cool. So I could leave that open. I mean, that works. Hmm. Hmm. Bummer. My table's in the way. Well, that's uncool. Okay. There we go. And plunk. Plunk. Right on. And we're back making money again. Okay, so all of this can go. I was getting tired of being blocked coming in this door anyways. I'm constantly coming in and out of here. This was kind of ticking me off. Okay, so you can go all the way back to there. And then I have to bring bandages and linen and... Okay, so... Let's... Oh, no, can't do that. Go there. Oops. Okay. So... 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I should have looked at this before I did all this. I got lots of space. 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay. That's those 3. Those 3. And can I? Nope. So this one will be 2. Yep. So I can get in out of there real quick. Alrighty. So that. So skip 2 again. 2. Skip 1, skip 2, skip 1. Ah! And they all line up. Awesome. There we go, and there we go. I don't think this is gonna work. Nope. So you're gone. And you go there. And you're here. Oops. There. Then I'll bring the next 2 over, up 1 level already. And they'll enter in that way. Whatever those may be. Quite sure. At this point, I got nothing to bring in. Yeah. Everything's in. You. There. You. There. You. There. You're going to be there. And you're going to be there. Oh, that looks so much better. Oh, man. Yeah, that was bugging me before. I'm still not impressed that I'm way back here, but that's okay. Okay. Sleep. We wouldn't have sold too much, but that's okay. New day, new dawn. There we go. Oh, that looks so much better. I could probably back the benches up 1 more, but I'm okay. I'm good with that. Your linen. I don't know that this matters or not. Your nails and small gears and soap and brick and glass. Am I missing anything? Large wooden gear, no. Okay, steel gears. Ooh. Okay. So steel. The only thing I'm not. Oh, you're just gonna how much did you buy? 10 glass. Wow. Good going, dude. Awesome. And then I can get in the back nice and easily because there's nothing in my way. That looks so much better, personally. Like, so much better. Okay. Sorry. I'm marveling at what I did. Okay. Yeah, we're on. You know, I should actually do this with silver. Okay. Finally, it stops. We were on this. We had... So we got our coke. Now I need coke powder. In a grinder. In a grinder. I think only 3 matter. Okay, but hang on. We should do it. Oops. Come on. That way. And I should do it one space away. Once again, back through. So now we have coke powder. And coke. So now we have our coke powder. Now I need to get gloom spores. Yay! I wonder... That's pretty efficient. If it actually gets filled up. Yeah, that works. I kind of like that. I don't know whether this is even copyable. Yeah, I don't think so. I'd have to spread that out. There's no way that's copyable. Yeah, I think I made it too. Hmm. Can't get the table underneath there. Yeah, I don't think that's copyable. I'd have to spread it out a little bit more. So area select shift. Oh, hey. That works. $67 buildings. Oh no. That still looks like that isn't selected. Could just be an optical illusion. Confirm. Yeah, it's missing. Okay. Not gonna happen. Let's try that one more time. So let's start out with the area select. No. Blueprint, shift. There we go. Oh, that looks much better. Okay, that worked. Much better. Okay. Confirm. Save as blueprint. The blueprint title will be grinder. Two level grinder setup. Blueprint description is the same thing. 2-level grinder setup. I don't know. Green? Sure. Okay, now B. Where do I get my blueprints from? Confirm, cancel, cut, area select, restore last. No. Or can I only store one blueprint at a time? Materials, good stats. What am I looking for here? Blueprints. Nothing about blueprints. Okay. Game manual. Yeah. Pipeline. Purchase. Hey, dude. How you doing? Okay. Excuse me. Yes, I'm kind of busy here, buddy. Dude. Okay, where do you think you're going? Oh, don't you dare sit on my keyboard. No. Sorry, buddy. As he knocks everything over. Hey, how's it going, Stream Hub? Yeah, there's nothing in here about blueprints. Products and shelves, building mode, conveyor belt. Okay. So this is a copy paste blueprint mode. So steel. So I can take this iron ingot. I'm glad I left room. That gives us coke. Okay, I got like 71 potions I need to get rid of here. Okay, that'll do. 6 of those, and I got 4 of those, and then I'll get rid of that stuff as I can. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, I like how that worked. That looks much, much better. And then it's just like a big, huge main bus out here, which is fine. I'm good with that. Okay, in here, we are going to make steel. I'm going to put potions on pause for a second. And we're going to make steel. So we got to take iron and coke powder in an anthor, and then I got to loop the iron ingots back into here. So we want to take it from here and then loop back into before the storage. And I think we're going to do it this way. Maybe this is a time for a storage box. Yeah, I don't know how I want to do this. Okay, hang on. I don't know how I want to do this. But I am going to need... I have one. I can feed off of that, so I only need 1 box. Oops. T. Let's do 1 more. That way. So you come that way. You're going to be coal. And then we're going to crush you like a bug. There we go. Okay, let's get that working. Then we come out the other end and we have coal. Now we want coal coke powder, which we made in a crucible. Here, there, there. Then I really should put this on my hotbar. Yeah, let's make that there. We're gonna come down. That way. There we go. We have our powder. Okay. Hey, Mr. Mao, how you doing? So we now have in a processor, sorry, in an Anthor. The heck do I make one of those? It's been a while. In an Anthor. Can only be built on a heating device. Okay, so then we don't need you. Oops. How's Mr. Mao today? We go here. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. We need more room than that. Took a sick day. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, hey, if you're sick, right? Okay, we go there. That goes there. You come around here. Go up. And then... Oh. There. That's what I want. Okay, so now we have that. Rough weekend on a mental level, and yeah, wind up hurting myself or someone else. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. Okay, and then we are Anthor. Let's go there. You go in. And then it's number 4. T. That way. Oop. Come on. No, 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 no. That's the way I want it. Like so. And then we're going to have 2 exits. There and there. And I'm thinking I want 2 of those. Then, oh, I gotta set the recipe. Steel ingot. Coke powder. Oh, it's... dumbass. Okay. So this might be a good time for a box. A nice big box. Don't I have a box? Stand is too big. I thought I had a big box. Stone block. Yeah, that's the small one. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that might be a good time for that. I don't want a table. That's too much. But we need to do grinders. I have them in my... And I should actually... Straight. Grinder. Then we'll go straight. Then we'll do the whole... with the anthor on top. Save as much room as possible. We're going to go that way. You turn. You go that way. Then... ran out of wood. Need more wood. Okay. Oops, that's not where I want to be. And then you there. Okay. So now recipe is, and then we'll have to figure out which one's getting which. Okay, so you're getting the iron, you're going to be getting the steel. So the iron, number 4, comes back down. No. Right. That way. And then you join back in with your buddies. And out this side, you're going to turn and do one of these. And then well, that didn't work, did it? That's better. And then what we're going to do with that, processor. There's no way I'm selling ingots, but I will sell steel gears. So processor, it's number 6. I think we'll need the room. So we could just skip you. Go straight to this guy. And then do that. Make iron gear. Copy and paste that. And then you go into there. Up. Down. Oops. Oop. Very cool. You are going to be iron gears. Sweet. Well, I hope you're feeling better now, Mr. Mao. I mean, rough weekends are rough weekends. You need to connect. You need more money. Okay. Sweet. Okay. That's kind of working. Wonder if I put another storage there and then do it that way. Wonder if that'll get it moving a little faster. So it's 75% chance of iron, 25% chance of a steel ingot. So 1 in 4 will come out. But then that'll just eventually fill up, but I don't know of another way to, other than getting 2 crucibles going, or 2 anthors going. Or 3 for that matter, but that's quite a bit of logistics up top. Yeah. Him ha, him ha. Not happy. Not happy. I should have more grinders. More grinders would be, because those things are stopped. This will eventually fill up. Okay, well, I don't care. We got gears going. That'll be good cash. Let's put that in there. Okay, so you need to be split up. Nope. 2, 2, 2. Okay, that ought to last a while because that's cheap stuff. That's still working off copper. You still have the same 3 and the same 3. So that's going to take forever to work through. You guys, on the other hand. Okay. So we got metal gears. They're working it. We got like 141 bucks in there. Okay. We were here. We had a nice blueprint. We have tons of coke powder. We need the gloom spores. Gloom spores are mushrooms and yeast powder. Okay, so yeast powder is coming from here. And then we're going to come down. Let's just grab like 300 or 600. Tree stacks. We're going to be building a lot. Number 2. T. Okay. Gloom spores is yeast powder. And There's no way I'm feeding this stuff over. Wow, are you empty? Oh, neat. Okay. I don't think I need to do that. Or this. Yeah, ooh. Let's even stop that. Oops. Let's take all of you and fill you up again. I'll have to come back and watch. But this is all backed up now. Right. Okay. Interesting. So I'm doing it this way instead of just throwing the whole thing in. Because I want to see it. And this one I could actually just throw. The one back here where I buy two different, I don't want it to bypass the big chunk to bypass and go into here. I'd rather have it all 2 coin, 2 coin, 2 coin, 2 coin, so that when it comes out as 2 coin, it goes into here as 2 coin. Like it just, I threw it into lumps, and I had a big lump go to this one, and then this guy wasn't getting anything. So it just spreads it out a bit. Probably don't need to do it on the singles where I'm only buying one thing. Also, when you mouse over, you can see how many coins are in the box. So what? Oh, it's the end. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Okay, 56, 72. Oh, 95,000. I spent double what I made. Still got my bankroll. Okay. So are you still working? Let's add that to there. And coal. You're full. You're full. And that there. Ah, that's where I can. Coal can go there, and then I got coke. That I can add to there. Okay. Now, I got my yeast. I need another portal. We'll grab a couple of those to prime it up. I wish I could feed off these mushrooms. I really do, because I got the wood all set up. I'd hate to make another trash barrel, but I can't think of another way around it other than I could save on coal and fire these with wood. Okay. So we're gonna, that's gonna be wood. We're going to saw. Yeah, 3 will work. Purchasing portal. that way with a storage that way. You're there. You're red. Let's throw all 21 into it. And you're going to purchase these. Didn't I grab a couple? Yes, I did. And add log. Oops. X button, please. Now we need to filter splitter. And I do believe we want it to be the mushroom. Don't we? Yeah, because then the mushroom's up top. Right. Okay, mushrooms up top. Wood down below. Copy you. Just paste. Let's just pick mushroom. Couldn't copy that or couldn't paste it. Okay, so the mushy's up top. Let's gather you. Bring you back. And filter you into there. Like so. Okay. So hopefully that starts to burn a little bit better. Oops. And then we'll put a storage there. Like a soul. And I am stuck. Oh, okay. The mushies, on the other hand, materials, you need 2 mushies to a yeast powder in an assembler to make gloom spores. In an assembler. Give myself a bit of room. Now I got 3, so let's go 6. Let's go heavy on that side. Okay. How do I want to do this? I need the yeast powder to come in. And it's 1, isn't it? Yeah, 1 yeast powder. So we're going to go this way. And we're going to split here and here. Then it's there, 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 there. Oops. Okay. Oh, wait, I got 3 mushies coming out. Right. Right. So we go U3, U3, U3. Right, okay, that works. I need nails. Okay. Okay. That gives us and then we got to go that and coke powder in an assembler again. Except this time I need a recipe here, which would be gloom spores. Okay. Everybody's working. There's our gloom spores. Dump you and dump you before I get stuck with you. And coal. Gets dumped into there. The rest of it, I gotta get rid of you and you. The rest of it, I'm gonna keep. Okay, so these are building slowly. Very slowly. How's that wood going? Not fast enough. Happy, how you doing? Going really good. Other than I'm going to need another bin. You too, eh? Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so that's going to have to happen. And then a one tile Jupiter producer, and I'm praying it's going to work. Oh, yeah. You're already into the artifacts. I did my first one in the demo, and that took me a while to get that figured out. And then it's endless tweaking, right? Trying to figure out how to do it better. Like these saws aren't working well enough for me, in my humble opinion. So I'm thinking Well, that's not going to work on a drawbridge. Well, isn't that interesting? Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, you should see my store now. There. Doesn't that look a whole lot more organized? Without a bunch of belts lying all over the floor? I thought about this when I was playing another game and like in between time and whatnot. And I was thinking, yeah, where did all the mess go? Yeah, it's behind, dude. So all the catapults are behind and they toss into the sales floor. And then I had to bring these guys in and toss them in sideways into those two. I'm thinking of loading, other potions in the back or maybe bringing them in, but this way it just looks cleaner. This looks much, much, much cleaner as far as I'm concerned. And if I start getting too many customers, I could put another sales bench here or do the same thing here. And then turn, like maybe these three, I'll bring them over into here, right? Like put up put up like a triple bench here. You know what I mean? Somewhere in here. And then bring those guys in the back, toss them into this side, and then have other stuff coming in the back here. But I thought this was just so much neater. I mean, yeah, it looks like a main bus, for Factorio, but I couldn't really care what it looks like out back. It just looks really neat inside. It looks nice and pristine. Looks like a store. It looks like it should be. Not like the mess I had before where all the belts were in the front. That just looked horrible. I did not like it. Put it that way. It irked me the whole time I was playing it. Yeah. As inefficient. Well, sometimes main buses work well. Sometimes. And sometimes they don't. Satisfactory, I've never been able to get a main bus to really work efficiently in Satisfactory. Factorio? Totally different story. I use a main bus basically every time I play Factorio. So there are some factory games where a main bus works. It's whether you can peel off of the main bus, to get to do what you need it to do efficiently. With whatever, you know what I mean? If you can do it efficiently, then that'll work. Okay. So I need to assemble these. And, I mean, I kind of like the way this works. Not really happy with the wood. I don't like how the wood came out. Oh, dude, absolutely. It's a huge investment. And I'm already out of money in here, and I'm already out of logs. Okay. You're the one that's not. Those logs, oh man. It's like the coal. I had to do coal over here. And it's, oh man, is that ever in $5,400 per coal? $4,800 per coal? Oh, that's a huge investment. But I've got a nice bank going. I got like 157,000, well, 157 silver. So 157,000 copper in there. So I'm pretty happy on that. So these are going to be slow. So I only need 2. Maybe 3. So when I was looking at it, I agree totally to take coal and to take coal ore and turn it into coal. Right? Heat value of 540. But turning it into coke, okay. I mean, you could. It's firing the crucible is the problem. You know what I mean? That's where I started. My math started to say that the hang on. So the cost 540 heat value for coal, and it's only 600 for coke. Him ha. Now it's 1 for 1. Daily idea. And I'm not even doing any questing. So what I figured, in my head anyways, coal at 540, you're only gaining 60p to make it into coke. But yet you're spending X amount of heat energy in a crucible to make it from coal into coke. I don't know, man. Like, I'd have to really sit down and figure out, you know what I mean? Now, after you get it into coke, you want to put it through a grinder and turn it into coke powder. Okay, well, now you're starting to make an argument because now it's worth 120p more, 540 to 660, right? So now you'd have to make it into coke powder, and then coke powder has a higher fuel value to it, 660p, right? So, I mean, if you're going to go as far as coke powder, okay, coke, I don't think it's worth it. Truly, dude, I don't think so. I'm not absolutely sure, but just because of the amount of time it takes, you consume 6p per second in heat value, right? And are you gaining enough just going to coke? You're almost guaranteed to be making enough going into coke powder, but then you got to have your numbers all right because it's like 12 seconds. Yeah. Charcoal setup rather than coal. Yeah, well, if you want to go charcoal powder, because you're talking about burning wood into charcoal, right? Wood in a crucible into charcoal. Okay, no problem. 1 for 1. The heat consumption cost of the crucible. Then it's charcoal in a grinder, right, to make charcoal powder. No problem. I've done it. I mean, we all have. If you need it for making clay, so I've done it. But then charcoal powder in an anthor to make only 50% coke, and then 50% charcoal that you have to bring back around and regrind. If you want to try that, you go ahead. If you've ever played Satisfactory, the aluminum setup and having that leftover water, it always messed me up. I could never get the math down pat, whereas the return charcoal is going to get turned into charcoal powder and then charcoal powder back through the anthor to make it into coke. You know what I mean? Like, I've not. Oh no, not Factorio. Satisfactory. Factorio. But I don't know too many things in Factorio that have like a return, right? Where you have a return line bringing something back into the mix again, and then trying to get that return line to empty all the time. I'm having an issue over here with my return line of iron on the steel smelting. Right? So you steal ingots at 75% chance of an iron ingot, only 25% chance of a steel ingot, and then you have to bring it back around and feed it back through the system. And I'm having an issue where I'm gaining in my storage box, right? Where I'm gaining. I'm not chewing enough. Wanting to dabble with Satisfactory? Yeah, Satisfactory's cool. It's a good, I like it. I had a lot of fun in my playthrough. I made a mega factory. Okay, anyways, where was I here? I was going to make 2 of these. Should I bring it around or should I do it right here? I'm going to do it right here. We are going to make the potions. Now, can I handle more? No. I don't know whether I can or not. I honestly don't know my numbers. Trash bucket in the middle of the conveyor does not feel good to waste resources. Oh no, dude. No, there's no way. I'll do wood without too much of an issue. You know what I mean? Like I'm feeding the whatchamacallit's under here, right? For these crucibles. I'm feeding that, but I have to have a pressure release valve, if you want to call it that. You know what I mean? To release the pressure off of these. And and the saw still stops, which I'm not happy about. Like that saw should never stop. And the minute that saw stops, there's an issue. Unless the mushrooms are backed up, that saw I never want it to stop. And when it does, it's restricting the amount of mushrooms coming out. So anyways, yeah. We're going to do you there, you there, you. Come here. Go there. Darcy Blues. Okay. Okay. But before we ever do that, okay. You need to go. I guess I can't. Yes, I can. Now I need to spend... Where can I put these? Aha! We're going to go bandages. And what else do I got? I have mortars. And I have more mortars. Okay. That's everything I want to spend. Okay. 46, 55. We're getting there. How much were those gloves? 30 linen thread. Sure, I got that. Oh, I got some here. Soap. Hard. Ooh, perfume soap. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. A vitality potion. Have I built up enough? I never put a storage on that. Oops. There. So we need, how many do we need? We need 100 of these. Almost there. 84. 5. And then I need 200 of these. Can I do quests? I can do that. Okay, 90 yeast power, 120 brick. 40 linen. Ooh. And 90 yeast. Get this done before the end of the day here. So I can toss this yeast powder back. There we go. I don't want to get caught with yeast powder on me. Oh, thanks. So 100, is it 100 vitality? Or is it 200? 100. The potion belt is now level 4, which will cost me transformation, yeast powder, and... Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, don't spend those. No, 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 no. You go back there. Chunk. You go there. You guys go there. 2. Do I have enough? 100 is. Main quest. Yay! I am 6th level. Pyrite ore, rock salt, and chamomile. Yay. Growth potion. That looks difficult. Okay. You know what? We're going to cut you in half. Take half of you. I don't need that much in savings. Okay, what do we got in here? We got 80 and 120. I'll need another 200. 29, 73. Go out with backpack first. And 120 to basically delete my sleep time. Looking pretty good. Let's do fives. Oh, no. Put the fives there, though. Still copper. Let's do tens. There. 2 twos. Good. You. Be backing up now. That'll be good. Got here. Okay. Ooh, yuck. 15. Why did it have to be 15? 120 down to 60. Yeah, well, that'd be why. 240. Yeah, 120. Need a better way to split them. Let's go 15 then. You still at 3 coins, and you're still at 3 coins. Okay, that's good. Okay. Let's go 10 and 9. And 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 5. Okay. 9 and 102. I need 120. Yeah, this is where this is going to start binding up. Okay, so 1, 2. Bring that this way. Coverage. You know what? We're going to do the drawbridge. Yeah, that's not really going to work, is it? That'll work. Okay, those saws are now constantly working. Okay, I can do that. That's doable. myself up. Try not to waste as much. Anyway. Probably should have had more mushroom makers. I wonder if I can tag 6. Back you up, which is fine. How much does a goods? That's $620 for a transformation potion. I don't know. 130. That's gonna be potion belt. Pocket watch. Ooh, look at that. $1,950 for the pocket watch. Perfumed soap, $2,590. And the blast potion. Okay, well, I ain't doing anything for a while, so I might as well. You might as well get hooked up. Rolling and selling. $92. Can I put 8 in there? Yeah, there we go. 8. And I'm not sleeping. It's 2 in the morning. Right on. Okay, well, that was well worth it. I can get more work done. Solid bank of them going. Cash. 10. All ones. Well, let's add to it. Okay. You. Aha. 46. There, now it's starting to stick. Ooh. Those logs are expensive. Okay. So we got not very many customers at 4 in the morning, I guess. So I don't end the day or something? Okay, there's a much better day. Much better day. Earnings of 309,000. Expenses of 169. Yep. Bulk order. Ooh, Jupiter. I really got to get turquoise. I really got to get that working. Okay, that's next. We got transformation potions coming in. So everything's done. Yeah, okay. 172. You're not filling up too badly. I could actually rob these for me. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Um. Oh, well, that didn't take long to fill up, now did it? Okay, let's try one. See how that does. Trying to patiently wait for that to empty. You guys still, yeah, you're still full, you're still full, you're still full. Oh, yeah. Doing good. Okay. Do I have a storage on this? No, I don't. Okay, well, let's put one of these. There. I mean, I got one back here, which is cool. I don't have one up here. This one's bigger. Okay. You have not moved. Neither have you. Why have you not moved? Oh, because this just supplies me. That's right. So until I actually pull from it, which I haven't been for the longest time. Yeah, that's all me. Okay. Oh, okay, except for the pulleys. You're full. Okay, we're good. Now, next would be jewelry. So a healing potion and sand. Oof. That's a vitality. So healing and sand. Sand should be grinder rock. Materials. Sand, sand, sand. There you are. Soap powder, no. Meal, sulfur. Nice. Sand. Yeah, just stone in a grinder. Well, gee, you're a likely candidate, aren't you? Okay, so now we got sand and a healing potion wasn't it? Sulfur. Good. You in an assembler. Might not have left myself enough room. That'll work. We are going to be turquoise. And then a healing potion. Should be working just fine. Okay. I got one spot open. But I can't put it there. Right, because it has to be... It has to be... a jewelry shelf. There. No. Wrong. It's right next to it. So you're going to come this way, not that way. Yeah, I don't really want to disrupt that. Should work. There we go. Okay, do we have a storage on this? No, we do not. Okay, there we go. We're now selling turquoise. At how much is the turquoise now? 290. Not bad. Okay, I I need to relax and just sell stuff for a day here. Do I have... Wow, you're full? Got you. How many quests? Bulk order. Ooh, nope, not happening. Gotta get Jupiter. That's would be next. Got those going. Oh, let's connect you. We got that going. We got that going. This is looking good. Okay. Relic. So a screenshot of that. And we'll put that there. So we need planks, gears, pulleys in a shaper to make a Jupiter. Do I want to pull the pulleys? I don't know. I don't think so. 600 wooden pulleys. They sell for 30 silver apiece. If they're not used for something else. Okay, so we're going to need pulleys. We're going to need small wooden gears. And we're going to need planks. Well, planks, I don't need to get a taste of that. So we need wood to make the gears and the pulleys. The gears are easy. The pulleys are easy, but I need the linen and such. And I can't get... Might be easier just to pull the pulleys. They're right here. I could come across. And work my way around that. Wood and small gears. Oops. Wow. Okay, that's all of that. Get rid of that excess. Okay. Now. Okay. Well, soap is a bit slow. Do I have... Oops. I don't actually... well, I got 3 on me. Good enough. Okay, this area right here will be a good spot for making a shaper. Where's that shaper? And does it need to be... Requires a recipe. Gradually. Okay. Actually. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. So it has to be 1, 2, 3. Then I need gears, which I can pull from here. Dark, how you doing, man? And I need rope. Not something I'm selling. Yeah, I'm going to have to step up production. And then I have to run it all the way over. Yep. Oh no, I don't need rope. What am I talking about? I'm pulling the pulleys. So yeah. All I need is wood. Where am I going to pull wood from? I know some place that needs to get rid of some wood. Right here. Cool. Snoozing. How am I going to get in the back? Can't go there. Unless I go too high. Even then, can't. Da-dum. How am I going to get wood in there? I could go in the front. Okay, what did we make today? Not bad. Yeah, okay. Made 30 grand. That's not bad. Out of nails. Need more wood. What I have. Snag as much wood from there as possible. Okay, we're gonna put that there, that there. And then we come down here. Like so. And that should drain as much as I can anyway. Yeah, okay. Well, they're working constantly. I haven't. Oh, this guy's not. Why are you not working? Because you are not draining any wood. Okay, you're not needed no more. Hmm. I don't know how this is a convoluted mess. But it's just trying to get rid of all of the wood. There, that's better. Now they're starting to empty. Okay. Oops. Okay. Now there should be a shelf with just those. Yes, relic shelf. Displaying and selling relics. Right there. Nice shot. Okay. Okay. They take forever to build. So we got that tackled. Okay. Are we down to... Oh, that's because you're filling. Okay. No problem. We're still good. one finally went through a silver. Okay. You're probably empty. Yeah. Let's go 30. The 2 stuck. Okay. No soap. Okay, so very little soap. Not much I can do. Yeah, soap is a pain. Absolutely. Yeah, there. Hopefully that works a little better. Makes a little bit more soap, anyway. Okay. Nine. Ooh, whoops. I'm gonna have to cut this short. I have an appointment I have to go to. So I got good transformation potions. And they are for sale. And people are buying them. Plant ash. Potions. Plant ash. Sure, I'm using that somewhere. Yeah. Okay, where can I... That's quicklime powder. Do I have a storage set up for that? Hmm. Plant ash. Okay, there. Why, I think I did some good today. This stuff's going to take forever. 13%, 21%, 16%. Yeah, it's going to take forever. Like, wow, forever. Yeah. Okay. Well, not bad. I went up one level. What do I got here? Bulk order. Can't do it. I could do that one. A little bit of spaghettiness going on. Nefarious spaghettiness. Need 180 pulleys. It's like 150. Hey, Quadrant. 180 pulleys. I need 40 turquoise. 7. $40 turquoise. 180 soap. I really don't think I got soap being built yet. Yeah. I'm going through too much soap powder. Okay, there. That ought to do the trick. So I need 90 yeast powder. Seven and 3. That should be 90 now. Oh, 87. Yeah, 90. I can't add it into there. So I have a box back here for that. And I got soap. Now we got soap coming through. And I need 180 soap. Okay, well, that's not going to happen now. Okay. But I'm making soap again, which is a good deal. Okay. Well, hey, everybody. I got an appointment I got to go to in freaking 15 minutes here. It's not that far away, so I'll be able to get her done. Thank you very much for stopping by. Happy, crazy. How you guys doing? Dark, Quadrant. Thanks for dropping by, guys. Thanks for smashing like on the Facebook there, or YouTube there, Dark. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow to I don't know, play something else again. I think I did some really good because I got the the transformation potion in, and I got myself up to level 6. So now I need growth potion, but I'm gonna do some bulk orders. I'm going to. I think the growth potion is next. I got to do a whole lot of tech, which means money, which means just basically sitting back and letting this place run for all that matters. And just let it run. Just let it do its thing. I really should hook up the cache, though. That's something I should do, is hook up that cache. That might be a thought. Anyways, thanks, everybody. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for smashing that like key. Thanks for sticking with me and watching the ads and all the rest of that fun stuff. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, we'll talk to you later.